weekend, X.com rolled out their country identifier, and holy crap, tons of slop content, culture war garbage deleted itself overnight as American patriots, anti-Trumpers, moral philosophers were exposed as being North Africans, Kenyans, Bangladeshi. They began to delete their accounts. It was a scam. We always knew it was a scam, and I'm glad that X rolled this out. Their accounts pretending to be Native Americans pushing back on the system to make money. Turns out, foreigner deleted their account, and so many more. Now, of course, depending on which partisan outlet you're going to look at, on the left, they're saying, look at all these MAGA accounts that were exposed. Many of them indeed. However, there are many on the left as well. The whole game was a manipulation from the get-go. At least we know Ian Miles Chong was honest that he was in Malaysia. Is it Malaysia? That's why a lot of people don't like the guy. But, you know, why these Canadians keep thinking they can butt into our politics? Canada. To be fair, there are a lot of Canadian personalities in American politics and comedy. I'm half kidding. Canadians, you're our neighbor, so I value your opinion to a small degree. From Not the Bee, get a load of all these X accounts, Americans, that just got exposed as foreign psyops. Now, I want to stress, proud Native American as a Bangladeshi surprises even me. Not really. Here's the game. It's not so much psyops. Many of them are. You're going to find that foreign governments are going to be adopting certain positions that are benefit to them in the United States, or they just want to make money. This is a big problem with X's monetization system. We saw a whole bunch of Indians saying happy X payout day, and nothing is more disgusting and infuriating this, that X allow these people to do it. Here's how it works. On X, people buy ads, right? Companies buy ads. You make content. If people interact with your post, basically, if they're clicking the post and looking at it, they'll see an ad. You get a piece of that. It's great. The only problem is it's a pool of money that spreads out amongst all engagement on the platform. So people in India started spam blasting each other as a scam to generate fake engagement. They ask a dumb question, what's your favorite type of cloud? And then someone would be like, cumulonimbus, and engagement. They were just automating this garbage that no one actually used, and it started pulling money away from those who actually engaged in the platform. They need to put a stop to this. This is the beginning. Let me show you some of these accounts that have been exposed. Before we do, we got a great sponsor, my friends. It is Backyard Butchers. Oh, boy. You got to get a ribeye for Thanksgiving. I'm not a turkey guy. I'm a ribeye guy. Go to backyardbutchers.com/Tim. American tradition deserves better than Big Ag. You guys know what Big Ag is? Yeah. There's Big Pharma. There's also Big Ag. Feedlot, schlop, mystery meat, Big Ag chemicals, hormones. You don't know where the animal was raised. You don't know what you're eating. That's why you got to go to Backyard Butchers. You buy from Backyard Butchers. It's real ranch-raised beef from real American families who still believe in doing things right. It's hormone-free, grass-fed, pasture-raised, handled with pride, not genetically modified. Your grandmother would approve. See, Grandma, she believed food should have integrity, and meat should come from ranchers, not conglomerates. The funny thing is, it's actually much more sad than that. Grandma didn't need to have an opinion on this because meat was real. Now Grandma has an opinion on it, being like, I don't want to eat this feedlot garbage. And I don't blame her. Right now, Backyard Butchers is offering up to 30% off, plus a free turkey or ham with your purchase. It's 30% off your Thanksgiving turkey or ham. It's on them. Go to backyardbutchers.com. Use promo code TIM. I promise it will be a feast your family will remember. Backyard Butchers, American tradition, American meat. And I got to recommend a nice, good ribeye. I used to be a filet guy. Now, you know what? I like the big, fatty ribeyes. But anyway, back to the news. From Not the Bee, check it out. Yes, you can now see where the anonymous accounts are coming from. This is really interesting. Eaton Fishburger with a post saying, here's a thread of prominent accounts that have been subverting the U.S. by flooding X with anti-American, anti-Israel, demoralizing, or Marxist content aimed specifically at Americans. Several of them pose as Americans, but now the jig is up. Suppressed news based in North Africa. Whoa. Here's one. What's this? Thought this one would be Bangladesh, to be honest. The Resonance, India. Yowza. Conscious Philosopher says, this one doesn't surprise me. It's from Serbia. Very interesting. This one has Turkish in its bio, but nice to have confirmation. Indeed, Clash Report is Turkey. Jeffrey X. Epstein. Wow. Norway. Interesting. Israel exposed. Saudi Arabia. I can't say I'm surprised in any way about that. Here's Gaza notifications, a corporate account based in Turkey. They say based in the U.S., but using a VPN. Interesting. How do you know that they're using a VPN, though, to be honest? You've got Red Pill Media. It says U.S., and you've got Fuentes Updates. It says U.S. What's your evidence? It says, I took the screenshots myself. I encourage everyone to add examples. Again, how is he? These say American. What's your claim? Counter APAC, based in Egypt. Interesting. Mohammed Smiri, based in Indonesia. Let's take a look at else, because, everyone's going to have their partisan bias. The General, 140,000 followers with Groyper content, based in Turkey. End Wokeness says large anti-Trump account Ron Smith just self-deleted after it was revealed the account is based in Kenya. Literally every single slop account is India. Ninja Wisdom, India. Mind Philosophy, India. Not all of it is a psyop. Much of it is a foreigner who makes $1 an hour trying to figure out how to exploit America to make money on X. I am a Native American. I demand decolonization. Americans are living on stolen land. Their location? Bangladesh. Surprise, surprise. They deleted their account. This is amazing. The Dank Knight says, I honestly just typed in Native American, and I'm not lying when I say I haven't come across a single one that's American. It's all Bangladesh. Take a look at this. Native American Loves Shop, Bangladesh. Osa Musquasis, Bangladesh. Oh, boy. Support Native Americans, Bangladesh. Native American Pride, Bangladesh. Is there more? You click on when they joined. All right, Dank Knight. What about you? Dank Knight, based in the United States. You see? Cape and Cowl. So when you go to their profile, you can now see where it says joined. You don't got to click it. You just highlight it. And it says based in the United States. There's a little I there. Basically, it says that you may find some accounts if you go on vacation somewhere, or let's say you start an account in the United States and then you go to England and you're there for like a week, it might update and say that you're in the UK. Check this out. Waves of Democrat influencers are being exposed as foreigners under X's new location update, including leftist agitator Alex Cole, who claimed he voted for Kamala, but is a Canadian. Interesting. I'm voting for Kamala or Biden. Has he responded to this? Ian Miles Chong, doesn't he pretend to be an American? With all due respect, Ian Miles Chong, based in the Emirates, at least doesn't pretend to be in America. Based in the Emirates, that's interesting. I'll say, to be fair, Ian Miles Chong has long been known to be a foreigner that sleeps and wakes on American time. Democrats, remember when the illegals got shipped to Martha's Vineyard and they called the National Guard? This is crazy. Alex Cole is actually a Canadian man named Nicholas Harrius. For real? Can we pull this guy's AC News Idix? Is that what it is? AC News Idix, huh? Alex Cole, has he addressed these? Let's see. He's got 327. I'll pull up his account right here. 327,000 followers. He says American in Canada. So it says account based in North America. That's interesting. Why did that change? Has he mentioned anything about being called out for being a Canadian? It doesn't mean he's Canadian, to be completely honest. He could be in America, in Canada. He could vote. You got to be careful with this, too, for sure. Here's one. Motasem Dalul. Poland. What? I didn't see that one coming. X made the change over the weekend to all of its users globally. If you click on a profile, you can click on the profile's join date under their bio, and it will show you details for that user. Let's go to x.com, and we'll pull up that there, everybody's favorite Timcast, and take a look. Joined in March of 2009, based in the United States, verified since March of 2014. I object! Pretty sure I was verified before March of 2014. But maybe... no, I'm pretty sure it was before. I could have been. I was at Vice at the time, and I'm pretty sure I got verified in 2013 because I account based in the United States. Because like the way it worked back then was if you were famous, you were verified. And so Vice, they're like, we'll message X because X wanted it, and they gave me a verification badge on it. You know who I want to look up? There was one that I saw that was really interesting. I follow this account. Let's pull this one up. There's an account I follow, Joe Rogan Podcast News. Bang. Check this out. This is massive. Joe Rogan Podcast News follows your account, but when you check, it's from the East, Asia, and Pacific. Verified since 2024. 3 username changes. Very interesting. To be fair, I don't have a lot to say about an account that just posts clips from Joe Rogan, but it's got 1.8 million followers. The #1 run source account, blah, blah, blah. I'm willing to bet 3 name changes. They consistently update. They make money on all this stuff. My friends, X's new location feature exposes apparent fraudster accounts posing as Americans, Gaza journalists. This is massive, and I'm glad to see the change. We need to go further, though. We got to go further. Here's what I want. They say many of the accounts are pretending to be American or Western in order to get ad revenue or sell merch. It's all native land. I think we should have mandatory flags next to everybody's name. I think we should. A lot of people put the flags next to their name. I think it should be mandatory. I don't care if you're an American. If you're in Canada, you get a Canadian flag. If you're an American and you're in Japan, you get a Japanese flag. And you can point out in your bio if you want to say that you are an American citizen or otherwise. Because I don't want to have to dig around and try and figure out when I'm looking at replies, responses, or quotes. To be fair, this is probably good enough. Because now I can just block anybody who's not American. I'll give you this. The only people I will take their opinion on as it pertains to these politics, it's going to be to varying degrees. If you're a Canadian, I'm fine with listening to what you have to say. American and Canadian politics overlap tremendously. So I have no problem with a Canadian person opining on American politics. I really do mean it. Same thing with Mexico. Seriously. These are our neighbors, and they're going to have opinions. I think it's good, though, that we know they're Canadian or Mexican. That's important. As for the people faking being American, get them out. I'm glad I can see this. I have no interest in what you have to say. This is fake manipulation. Now, if you're a Brit, you say you're a Brit, you can opine. If you're Japanese and you say you're Japanese, you can opine. People are allowed to have opinions. I'm curious what other people around the world think. What I don't appreciate is the people pretending to be Americans, sowing discontent and culture war garbage to make money. Cut them off. Shout out to Elon Musk. I'm going to leave it there. Smash the like button. Share the show. Stay tuned. We got more coming up for you on this channel, and we'll see you all in the next segment.